In the bustling city of New York, there lived a young woman named Wyan. She was a spirited and kind-hearted artist, known for her vibrant paintings and gentle nature. She led a simple life, spending her days creating art and her nights with friends at local cafes. Wyan's life took an unexpected turn when she met Jungkook. He was charming, with a soft-spoken demeanor and a gentle smile that could light up a room. They met at an art gallery where Jungkook was captivated by one of Wyan's paintings. They struck up on a conversation, and it wasn't long before they began dating. Jungkook seemed perfect in every way. He was attentive, caring, and always knew how to make Wyan feel special. His love for her was evident in everything he did, from the surprise picnics in the park to the late-night walks under the city lights. Wyan felt like she had found her soulmate. But there was something about Jungkook that Wyan couldn't quite put her finger on. He often had to take mysterious phone calls and would sometimes disappear for hours without explanation. Whenever she asked, he would brush it off with a reassuring smile and a gentle kiss, promising that it was nothing to worry about. One evening, while Wyan was waiting for Jungkook to return from one of his unexplained absences, there was a knock on her door. She opened it to find a tall, intimidating man with cold eyes. He introduced himself as Jimin, Jungkook's right-hand man. "Miss Wyan." "Right, if I'm not wrong," Jimin said in a calm voice. "I need to speak with you about Jungkook. Can I come in if you don't mind?" Confused and worried, Wyan invited him in. Jimin wasted no time getting to the point. "I'm here to talk about Jungkook. Jungkook isn't who you think he is. He's the leader of the most powerful mafia family in New York. He's his next mafia king of the underworld. He isn't a normal person, in other words. He's dangerous, ruthless. His childhood is not simple. He got a lot of trauma from his childhood, and for that, he got severe anger issue, and his personality becomes psychotic. He will not stop until he gets what he wants, and he wants you dangerously. I'm not against your relationship or something like that. I come here to aware just you of the situation you are in and upcoming any danger." Listening Jimin's word, Wyan's heart pounded in her chest as Jimin's words sank in. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. "What do you mean? You're lying." "Right," she whispered, her voice trembling. She feels like her whole world is crumbling down. "I wish I were," Jimin replied, "but it's the truth. And you need to be careful. Jungkook is dangerously obsessed with you. He loves you more than anything, but his love can be intense. I just came here as his big brother and his right hand also because I care for him. I don't come here to disturb your relationship or make you away for him. I just came here to clear the situation and tell you the reality of his life because I know how it feels when you lose your beloved, and I don't want that thing happens to him. I know he will never tell you this because he don't want to lose you. He loved you like a madman. I tell him so many times to tell you the truth, but he always brush it off." Jimin wants to say more, but he cut off by sound of loud thud as the door of the living room swung open and Jungkook walked in. His expression darkened when he saw Jimin. "What the hell are you doing here, Jimin Hyung?" he demanded. Jimin stood up, unbothered, and said, "She needed to know the truth. Jungkook, you can't keep her in the dark forever," saying that he lower his head and say, "I'm sorry, Jungkook, if my actions hurt you in any ways, but I, as your Hyung, and as your right hand, it's my responsibility to protect you and your family. That's why I come here to tell her. I can't protect her if something bad happens. If you don't tell her the reality of your life, then her life is in great danger, and I can't let that happen at any cost till I'm still alive." Jungkook, in a calm tone, "I know, Hyung. I'm sorry for raising my voice against you, and you are right. I have to tell her that one day, but now that you tell her, then I have to clear her my situation," saying that he turns around to face Wyan. Jungkook's eyes softened as he looked at Wyan, who was now visibly shaken. "Wyan, I can explain," he began, but she cut him off. "Is it true, Jungkook? Are you really the leader of a mafia family and you will be the next mafia king? She asked, her voice breaking. Jungkook sighed, running a hand through his hair. Yes, it's true. But I never wanted you to find out like this. More than anything in this world, I would do anything to protect you. Wyan felt a whirlwind of emotions, fear, anger, betrayal, but also an undeniable love for the man who had stolen her heart. She said in a heartbroken tone, "You said you love me, then why didn't you tell me? You hurt me, Jungkook, you betrayed me. You think I won't understand you, huh?" She yells at him and hit her soft hands on his hard stone-like chest continuously in anger, tears streaming down her face. "I wanted to keep you safe, Wyan," Jungkook replied, stepping closer to her and wiped her tears with his hands and tried to hold her hands and say, "I didn't want my world to touch yours. But now that you know, I need you to understand that I would never let anything happen to you. You're my everything, Wyan." Wyan, on what cost, Jungkook? On what cost? If you ever tell me before, I surely can't understand you, but you choose to lie, right? Why? Saying that, she stepped back while nodding her head in disappointment. Her pearl-like tears are dropping again and again from her eyes. Jungkook, not letting her misunderstand his situation, he quickly stepped towards her in the speed of light and engulfed her tightly in his arms, not letting her go as he spoke in a broken voice. "Please, baby girl, don't misunderstand the situation. I won't tell this to you because I'm afraid that you will leave me after listening to my reality. I'm afraid that you will stop loving me and you will abandon me after you get to know my reality. I'm afraid of losing you, my baby. I'm sorry, please forgive your cookie. Please, baby. Please don't leave me." I'm nothing without you, saying that he snuggled his face more into her neck and hugged her more tightly, like his life depended on her. Wyan becomes shocked because Jungkook is crying on his shoulder for the first time. She feels her heart break after listening to his sobbing, and her shirt becomes wet because of Jungkook's constant sobbing despite the fear that gripped her. Wyan could see the sincerity in Jungkook's words and in his actions. She knew he was telling the truth. With a lot of struggle, she released him from her arms, cupped his face and wiped his tears and said, "My cookie is not weak, then why are you crying like that? Stop crying, cookie. Mafias are not cry like that, they will make people cry and beg for mercy. So stop crying like a baby. I never ever leave you. You are mine and I never leave you, do you get that?" Saying that, she hugged him again. Author's POV. But in Wyan's mind, she also knew that being with him meant stepping into a dangerous world she knew nothing about. "Wyan, cookie, I love you," she said softly, "but I don't know if I can handle this. Your world is so different from mine. It's dangerous." Listening her concern, he spoke in a soft tone. "Jungkook, I know it's a lot to take in," he said, while releasing her from his hug and taking her delicate hands in his big rough hands, softly caresses it and said, "But I promise you, I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. I can't live without you, baby girl. Please give me a chance to prove it." Wyan looked into his eyes, seeing the man she had fallen in love with. Despite the revelations, her heart ached at the thought of losing him. She took a deep breath and nodded. "Okay, cookie, but you have to be honest with me from now on. No more secrets." Jungkook pulled her into his arms. Holding her tightly in his possessive grip, he said, "I promise, Wyan. No more secrets from now on. Wyan, I love you, cookie. I love you so much. Don't ever lie to me again." From that moment on, Wyan's life changed forever. She was now part of Jungkook's world, a world filled with danger, but also with a love so deep it consumed them both. They faced challenges and threats, but their love only grew stronger. Jungkook's obsession with her was intense, but his love was equally passionate and unwavering. In the end, Wyan realized that love could conquer even the darkest of secrets, and together, they navigated the treacherous waters of Jungkook's world, always holding on to the love that bound them.